In this lecture, we are going to study boundary value problems for heat and wave equation. So, finally, we consider physically realistic case of finite interval from 0 to L and study a famous method, separation of variables, to solve these boundary value problems. You have earlier studied this method while we solve ODs for OD boundary value problem, that is, you solved Sturm-Liouville problems using separation of variables, and technique is quite similar. So firstly, I consider both problem with Dirichlet conditions and then Newman and then mixed boundary conditions. So firstly, I start wave equation with the Dirichlet condition. So you have wave equation with homogeneous Dirichlet conditions, utt minus e square uxx on finite interval. At t equal to 0, solution is phi of x and velocity is psi of x, with boundary condition that u vanishes at both boundary 0 and L. So idea is separation of variable, which is widely used to solve boundary value problems for OD and PD, in which we assume that solution can be separated in two variables x and t. So I assume that solution has x component, which is function of only x, and t component, which is only function of t. So then fit this u into differential equation, that is, compute utt, which will be second derivative of x, d2x by dx square, and then that is uxx, then utt will be second derivative of t. So fit in OD, then separate x term on one side and t term on other side. So you got this relation, and we observe that left hand side is only function of x and right hand side is only function of t, and you can keep c square at either side, or left hand side or right hand side, it's your choice. And say, since both x and t are independent variable, so and both are equal, so we say that both the sides are constant and they are equal to some constant, say lambda. So now we have two ODs, one in x double dash minus lambda x equal to 0, and one in t, and we find solution of both OD separately. So firstly, I will take OD in x double dash minus lambda x equal to 0, and then firstly I compute boundary conditions in x. So we have, when x is 0, solution is 0, and when x is L, solution is also 0. So x0 tt equal to 0 and xl tt equal to 0, and since t is a variable and it cannot be 0, if capital T is 0, then solution is 0. So this means that x0 is 0 and xl is 0. So x also vanishes at both boundaries. So now we consider three cases for lambda. It can be 0, positive or negative. If it is 0, then you have OD x double dash equal to 0, which has solution c1x plus c2. Use boundary conditions. So if I use first boundary, then when x equal to 0, so you got C2 equal to 0. When xl equal to 0, you got C1 equal to 0. So both the constants are 0. So you got only trivial solution. Okay, so if lambda is positive, then we can write the solution in this form, exponential. So if lambda is positive, so what you have? You have OD x double dash minus lambda. So solution will be in exponential form. So C3 e power under root lambda x or C4 e power minus under root lambda x. Also you can fit, if you want, lambda equal to some positive, so lambda equal to some beta square. So using boundary conditions, we got both C3 and C4 equal to 0. So again a trivial solution. So lambda equal to 0 and lambda positive only provide trivial solution. Now we move to third case, when lambda is negative, and you can write a negative number as square of some number. So lambda equal to minus beta square. So we have OD x double dash plus beta square x equal to 0. Fit lambda equal to minus beta square. And complementary function of this equation will be r square plus beta square equal to 0. So two roots are equal to plus minus iota beta. So solution will be C5 cos beta x plus C6 sin beta x. Roots are imaginary. So now use boundary conditions. When x is 0, so cos 0 is 1. So first gives, this equation gives C5 equal to 0. When xl equal to 0, so C5 is already 0, so C6 sin beta L equal to 0. So you have two possibility, where if Cx is 0, then C5 is also 0, so you got trivial solution. So if C6 is non-zero, then sin beta L can be 0. When sin is 0, so beta L can be n pi. N is 1, 2, 3, etc. So non-trivial, non-zero solution is given by C6 sin beta x, and beta is n pi by L x. So depending on n, you got many solutions in the form of sin n pi x by L. So finally lambda is minus beta square. So this will be, lambda n will be negative minus beta. So beta is n pi by L square. And solution is this, xnx cn. So I am writing, since left hand side contain n, so I am writing C6 as Cn. You can write anything. This is a constant. Sin n pi x by L. So this formula provide x. Okay. So now we solve the OD for t variable. So in t variable, you write t double dash minus lambda c square t equal to 0. So I have already discussed two cases for trivial solution. When lambda is 0, so you got trivial solution. So lambda is 0, so u is also 0. Secondly, you discussed when lambda is positive, then again a trivial solution. So no need to discuss those two cases. We only discuss third case when lambda is negative. And you can write lambda equal to minus beta square. So OD is T double dash minus C square beta square T equal to 0. And solution is, again, auxiliary equation will have two roots, C beta plus minus iota. So A cos beta Ct and B sin beta Ct, similar to XOD. Okay, so, and beta is again n pi by L. So T is A cos, so replace A and B with AN and BN to just show two variation with N. So this is the solution of OD in T. And now we multiply these two, x and t, and you got, since u equal to xt, then un is also xn and tn, so multiply both. Okay, cn sin n pi x by L, this is x, and this is capital T. So now I am writing, keep Cn inside, so Cn An is again An, new constant, and Cn Bn is also Bn. You can write a new constant if you want, Cn or Dn, so something. So write Cn An is a new constant which is again An, and you can write An dash if you want, and Cn Bn is Bn dash. Okay, so by using superposition principle, there is some from n1 to infinity is also a solution. So now sum up them. Okay, so, and here you have two unknown An and Bn, and we have two conditions in T, and we have not used those conditions. Okay, when T equal to 0, solution is 0. When T equal to 0, velocity ut is psi. So now we are going to use initial conditions. Initial means when t equal to 0, starting, when t equal to 0, time is 0. So solution is phi of x. So just fit t equal to 0 here, cos 0 will be 1. Okay, so you got, solution is just phi x. So phi x equal to, cos is 1, so you got An times sin n pi x by L. You can write An if you want here. That does not make any sense, but write An here. Okay, when t equal to 0. So when and also ut, derivative of u. So differentiate this with respect to t. So first term cos will be sine, that will be 0 when t equal to 0, and second term will be sine will become cos, and n pi c L by will be multiplied. So here n pi c by L Bn, and derivative of sine will be cos, so cos 0 will be 1, so sine n pi x by L, this is psi x. Okay, so I missed An here, so just put An here. Okay, so now you got two equations, one in An, I'm writing here, so one in An and second in Bn, and these are two Fourier sine series. Okay, so these are Fourier sine expansion, and by computing those Fourier series you can solve A and B. So what will be An? An is Fourier sine expansion, so this will be, An will be 0 to L f phi x, okay, phi of x multiplied by sine Fourier expansion from sine n pi x by L, that you can compute coefficient dx. And similarly from second formula, this coefficient n pi cl by bn will be Same, replace phi with psi, and sin n pi l x by l will be same. Just replace phi with psi and an with n pi c by l. So by computing those Fourier coefficients, we can compute an and bm. Okay, so we can solve a wave equation with the Dirichlet conditions. Now I move to similar example of heat equation with the Dirichlet condition. So I write heat equation ut equal to k uxx on finite domain 0 to L, and we have two boundary conditions. When when x equal to 0, solution is 0, homogeneous boundary condition, and these are Dirichlet condition. Dirichlet means condition on u, no derivatives are involved. Okay, so also we have one initial condition. When t equal to 0, solution is phi x. And if you compare with wave equation, in wave equation we had second derivative of u, utt. So you need two initial conditions in t. But here you have one derivative, so we need one condition. And uxx is same in both. So you need two conditions in x. These are boundary conditions. Okay. So conditions are dependent on derivative. If you have third derivative, then you need three conditions. So we have heat equation with the Dirichlet conditions. So we also assume same that factorized solution u is x t fit in equation. So ut, this is ut equal to k uxx, separate both sides, and here I am writing, so both sides are equal, and you can write equal to some constant lambda. Here I will written c, lambda or some constant c. Okay, so left hand side depend only on x and right hand side only depend on t, and both are equal. Okay, so since x and small t are independent variables, so if both sides are equal, so we have to write constant. So now I have two OD, one in x which is second order and one in t which is first order. So firstly I am solving OD in x, and firstly I am writing boundary condition. When x is 0, solution is 0. So you got x0 equal to 0. And if capital T is 0, then solution is 0. So x0 can be 0. Second condition, when x equal to L, you got xL equal to 0. So x also vanishes at boundary like wave equation. So firstly you solve this OD in x. So if I take three cases, if C is 0, so you got this solution. Use boundary conditions, so you got both C1, C2 equal to 0, so only trivial solution. If C is positive, so solution is in exponential form. So you got two different real roots, under root C and minus under root C. Using boundary conditions, you got C3, C4 equal to 0, so again a trivial solution. If C is negative, then this equation gives imaginary roots plus minus under root C iota. So solution will be cos and sine, cos under root Cx and sine under root Cx. So now use boundary conditions. Okay, so when x0 is 0, so first gives C5 cos 0 is 1, so C5 is 0. If xl is 0, so C5 is 0, so second term C6 sine under root Cl can be 0. So C6 cannot be 0 for non-trivial solution. So sine under root Cl will be 0. So under root C will be n pi by L. And this is negative. So I am writing C equal to minus n square pi square by L square. Same as in wave equation. So solution is this. Okay. Also you can write xn if you want. So you can replace this c with n. So sine n pi x by L. Now we solve OD in t dash minus k c t equal to 0, which is first order, and here c is negative, third case only. So first two cases provide trivial solution for x. So if capital X is 0, then u is 0. So no need to discuss for t. So only possibility is when c is negative. So we separate the variable. So you got solution in exponential form. So here I am writing constant as d. So e power minus k c t, and c is minus n square pi square by L square, negative. So solution of heat equation is u equal to x times t, or in variation n, this is xn tn. Okay. So I am writing new constant for these two constants, cn. So solution contains sine and exponential. And if you have remember the heat equation from previous chapter, the solution of heat equation contain exponential functions, e power 1 by 4 pi k and root something. You may remember that. So solution of heat equation contain exponential functions. So finally we compute this Cn using initial condition. So you know the solution when t equal to 0. And before writing condition, I am using superposition principle. So sum of these solution is also a solution. Okay. So fit t equal to 0. Solution is given fx or whatever you have written, fx or phi x. Sorry, I have written phi x previously, so just write phi x. This is given phi x equal to, so fit sine cn sine pi n pi x by L. So t equal to 0, exponential will be 1. Okay. So phi x defined on interval 0 to L. So phi x equal to, so you got Fourier series. So phi x equal to this. So Cn will be this. So here phi x. Okay. Phi x sine n pi x. So by computing Fourier coefficients, you can compute the solution. And I forgot to mention in previous Fourier series that 2 by L will be there. Okay. 2 by L. Just multiply in Fourier coefficients. So 2 by L integral phi x sine n pi x. This Fourier series will provide you coefficient Cn. So finally this is the solution. Contains sine n pi x by L and exponential function. And so you can check when t goes to infinity, solution decay as negative powers. So heat will decrease when time will. So heat will decrease when time will increase. So now I move to one example that solve this problem with this initial condition. So phi x is x minus xk, and with same boundary conditions. So as you have studied previous article, boundary conditions are same, and problem is ut equal to uxx. So k is 1, L is also 1, 0 to 1, and you can use final formula of solution which we wrote earlier here, Cn sine n pi x by L. Just replace L with 1 and k equal to 1. So solution is this. Okay. So Cn is given by Fourier series 2 by L. L is 1. 2 by 1, 0 to 1. Integral of phi x sine n pi x dx. Just compute this integral by parts. This is the final answer. So solution of heat equation is this. just fit coefficient. Coefficient is 1. This is the value of coefficient. This and 4 by pi. This is the coefficient, exponential and sine and pi x. So you can use the formula directly in questions, but don't forget the conditions. If you have solution 0 at boundary, then you can use that formula directly. Okay. So this is valid for Dirichlet conditions. So now we move to wave equation with Newman conditions. So we again have wave equation utt minus c square on finite domain with same condition in t. But Newman means that you have boundary condition in derivatives. So you have ux at 0 and L which is 0. So ux is 0 at 0 and ux is 0 at x equal to L. So boundary conditions, if boundary conditions are in derivative, then you say that these conditions are Newman boundary condition. And separation of variable can be applied for Newman and even for Robin boundary conditions, mixed boundary conditions. So as we done previously, so we assume same. So write solution in separated form xxt. Fit the solution in given PD utt minus c square uxx. Separate the variable and write equal to some constant lambda. And again we discuss three possibilities for lambda by solving two ODEs, one in x, one in t. Okay. So firstly I'll solve the ODE in x, and also you need ux, so I'm differentiating it. So this will be derivative of x, dx by dx dt. So now write boundary condition ux 0 which is x dash 0 and ux at L which is x dash L multiplied by t. And since t cannot be 0 for all t, so x dash 0 equal to 0 and x dash L equal to 0. So here derivatives are 0. So if lambda, so again I discuss three possibility. If lambda is 0, then you have this equation. So solution is this. And using also differentiate it. So x dash will be c1. So x dash 0 or x dash L 0 will give you c1 equal to 0. But you cannot determine c2. So x will be c2, a constant. So here you got one extra solution which is a constant. And for simplicity you can take 1. 1 is a solution, 2 is also solution. So any constant is also a solution of Newman problem. One addition is here. So secondly, if lambda is positive, so I am writing lambda equal to alpha square. Okay. Or just write as lambda. So solution will be c3 e power alpha x, c4 e power minus alpha x. Differentiate it and use boundary conditions. You got both c3, c4 equal to 0. Just simply differentiate with respect to x. Then firstly fit x equal to 0, then x equal to L in derivative. So for lambda positive you only get a trivial solution. So there is no addition by this positive lambda. Third case is if lambda is negative, then you can write lambda equal to minus beta square, then OD will become this. X double dash minus lambda will be minus beta square, so beta square x. Again solution in sine and cosine. C5 cos beta x plus C6 sine beta x. Differentiate it with respect to x. So sine cos beta x will be minus beta sine beta x. and sine beta x will be beta cos beta x. Now use boundary condition, fit x equal to 0, you got c6 equal to 0. When x equal to L, so you got minus c5 beta sine beta L equal to 0. Since c5 and beta are non-zero and c5 is non-zero for non-trivial solution, so sine beta L is 0, so beta L is n pi, so beta is n pi by L. So same with Dirichlet condition, beta equal to n pi by L. But solution is different here, so x will be c5 cos. Now cos will remain, cos n pi x by L. Since c6 is 0. So eigenvalue of this problem are n pi L by, so these are negative, so minus n pi L by square. So these are the eigenvalue as you use the name in Sturm-Liouville problem. And cos n pi x by L, these are the eigenfunctions, you can say. So solution is xn x equal to some constant cn cos n pi x by L. And here I am starting sum from 0, okay, 0. And I am adding that constant. So if lambda is 0, constant is 0. Okay, so I am adding that constant is here. So n equal to 0, lambda is 0 and is 0. So you can combine that constant solution with this cosine. Okay, so when n is 0, so cos 0 will be 1. So 1 is a solution. So eigenvalues are cos n pi x by L and n will start from 0, 1, 2, 3. By combining two cases, lambda 0 and lambda negative. So now we solve the problem in t variable, t double dash plus c square. So here you need to discuss two cases when lambda equal to 0. So solution is just fit lambda equal to 0. So c square. So OD was, I was wrong here. So OD was minus c square lambda. Okay. If lambda is 0, so solution is t double dash equal to 0. So t will be a plus bt. Okay. And no need to discuss lambda positive as you got trivial solution. So now we discuss lambda equal to minus beta square. Then OD will be this. Okay. So now OD will be this, lambda equal to minus beta square. So solution will be this in sine and cosine. So and beta is n pi by L. Fit value of beta here. So solution is this. So finally combine the solution, multiply both solutions, and when n equal to 0, cos 0 is 1, so you need to write, so this will be multiplied with, I am writing separate term for n equal to 0. When n equal to 0, x will give cos 0 will be 1, so that will be 1, so no need to write that one. So solution is thus a0 plus b0. And for other value n equal to 1 to infinity, solution is this is time, and this is for x. This is for t and this is for x. And we can combine constant as usual. So this is the solution of Newman wave equation with Newman conditions. So finally, to find these constants, use initial condition. When t equal to 0, solution is phi of x. So just fit t equal to 0 in previous formula. Second, differentiate that formula with respect to t, and then fit t equal to 0. Okay, so differentiate with respect to t and then fit t equal to 0. So here t will be 1, derivative will be 1. Okay, so first formula, differentiate. If you differentiate first one, cos will give you sine, and sine will give you cos, and then fit t equal to 0. So sine term will disappear. Okay, so this will be. So now we got Newman condition. So here you are getting cosine series. Okay, and you can find these coefficients an and bn by solving this Fourier cosine series. And if you know the data phi and psi from problems, you can find these Fourier coefficients. And what will be bn? This will be 2 by L, 0 to L integral fx multiplied by psi x multiplied by cos n pi x by L. And here coefficient is not bn, it is n pi c L by bn. And we know how to solve that Fourier series. So now I'll take one example of Newman problem. Okay, so if you compare previous article, so L is pi, C utt minus 4, c square equal to 4, so c equal to 2, phi x is 3 cos x, first data, the derivative is 1 minus cos 4x, and with homogeneous conditions, ux and ux pi both are 0. So I am using that last formula as it is. So phi x equal to a0 plus an cos, okay, that this formula, cos n pi x by L. Okay, so L equal to pi, so pi by L will be 1. So pi by L will be 1. So an cos nx. Sorry, this is nx. And second formula will give you this one, cos of nx. Okay. Now compare this series carefully. Okay. Compare this series since data is already in cosine series. So 3 cos x. So Fourier series will be cos nx. N equal to 0 constant. So a0 equal to 0. So this is 3 cos x. So cos nx. So this is corresponding to 1. So a1 is just 3. And all other an, a0, a2, all are 0. And if you compare second series, so constant is 1. This one is b0. And cos 4, this is for n equal to 4. So right hand side will be 2b4 cos 4x and left hand side is minus. So b4 is minus 1 by 8. Okay, so I am missing something. So okay, so 2n will be here. So this is not 2. Sorry, this is not 2. This is 2n. 2 times n. Okay, so n equal to 4. This will be 8b4. So 8b4 equal to minus 1. So b4 equal to minus 1 by 8. So replace this 2 with 2n. So this is typo error, 2n. So b4 is minus 1 by 8 and other bn. So b1, b2, b3, b5 all are 0. So solution is just fit in that formula. Okay, so a0 plus b0 t. So b0 is 1, so this is b0 t, and then third, so for the first term corresponding to a1, and this is for to b4. Okay, so then write fit in solution here in that value. Okay, so only you got term corresponding to B0, corresponding to A1 and corresponding to this B4, only 3 terms. So this is final answer. So if you have data in sine and cosine, then no need to write Fourier series. This is already Fourier series. So just compare the coefficients on both sides. But if you have another data that you have written in previous example x minus x square, then you need to compute Fourier coefficients. But if you have already Fourier series, then no need to recalculate the coefficients. So now we move to heat equation with the Newman conditions. So again you have heat problem with same condition phi x, but derivative ux0t and uxlt both are 0, and use separation of variable, okay, in the same manner. So x dash and xl are 0, similar to wave equation. So firstly solve the OD for x variable. Take 3 cases when lambda is 0. You got only trivial. So use conditions x dash 0, xl equal to 0, and you got C2 equal to 0 and C1 remain arbitrary. So constant is also solution, similar to wave equation. And when lambda is positive, write lambda equal to alpha square. So solution is exponential. So in this exponential form, just use boundary conditions. You got C3, C4 equal to 0. And third case, when lambda is negative, take lambda equal to beta square. Solution is in cosine and sine. Differentiate it. So this is the derivative of solution x dash. Use boundary conditions. Again you got same. Lambda n equal to minus n pi l by square, eigenvalue, and solution is cos n pi x by l, just similar to wave equation. And now you solve the another OD for t variable. First for lambda equal to 0, you got t equal to constant, that's right, constant equal to a0. And no need to discuss lambda positive as you got trivial solution. So if lambda is negative, third case, write lambda equal to beta square. So you have this solution. Will be in exponential form. Just integrate both sides. So finally solution is by multiplying x and t. Solution is this. And use initial condition to find this coefficients. Phi x equal to a0 an cos n pi x by l. When t equal to 0, solution is phi x. And by solving this cosine series, you can compute these coefficients ans according to problem. So here is one example. So you solve this problem with this boundary condition for the initial condition, and these are boundary conditions. Okay. So you can use just previous formula or you can start from scratch. So here I have solved this from beginning. So just solve 2OD. Okay, in x and t, for lambda equal to 0, you got only constant solution. Lambda negative, then you got sine and cosine. Okay, so you got this t. And you can use that formula directly. So here I have written A0 in that formula, A0, and here I have written AN. So you can use that formula directly. No need to go from scratch. Okay. So here you have Now fit t equal to 0. Use this condition, t equal to 0. Solution is x minus x square. And now your solution is not a Fourier series. So this is x minus x square. So compute Fourier coefficients from Fourier cosine series. Okay. So what will be C0? This will be 0 to 1. Integral of left hand side x minus x square dx. First coefficient. Other coefficients are 2 by L. So L is 1. So 2 by 1. 0 to 1. Fx multiplied by cos n pi x. Okay? Cos n pi x dx. So just integrate it. This is the answer. And fit answer here. And you got your solution. This is C0. And these are Cn. And this is exponential and cosine. So this is the heat equation with Newman conditions. So now I will take one more example. If you have mixed boundary conditions, mix means that ux0. So derivative. So when x equal to 0, derivative ux0t equal to u0t. So one derivative and one simple u. So both are mixed. So this is problem with mixed Dirichlet and Newman condition. So derivative means Newman, simple u means Dirichlet. So you can solve this problem in same manner. Just assume that u equal to x and t, fit in heat equation as usual, and write that constant equal to lambda, and you got 2 OD, 1 in x, 1 in t. Okay, same x double dash minus lambda x and t dash minus lambda kt equal to 0. And consider 3 cases separately, and you need derivative, so compute boundary conditions ux0. Okay, ux0t equal to u0t, and this means, so what is given, ux0t equal to u0t. So what is left hand side, ux0t, x dash 0t, and right hand side is x0t. So both are equal. So by cancelling t on both sides, so you got x dash 0 equal to x0. That is boundary condition. Also u1t, this is simple condition, u1t is not written here. Okay, this is a there is problem in question. So question was from 0 to 1. Okay, just take 0 to 1, and you have one more condition that I have missed, that u1t, you need 2 conditions, 0 at 1. u1t is 0, that is given. Okay, so add this. First condition is only 1 at 0, and second is at 1. u1t equal to 0. Okay, so u1t 0, that will give you x1 equal to 0. So for lambda equal to 0 and lambda positive, you got only trivial solution. You can verify just as we did many times before. So for lambda negative, write lambda equal to minus beta square, and problem will be this, x double dash plus beta square x equal to 0. Solution is this, differentiate with respect to x as condition is in derivative. Then fit, use this condition, fit small x equal to 0. So x0 equal to x dash 0. So you got C2 equal to C1 beta. Okay. So C2 is a multiple of C1. So take C1 outside. Solution is this, x equal to C1 sin beta x plus beta cos beta x. Now use boundary condition x1 equal to 0. This will give you unusual situation, sin beta plus beta cos beta equal to 0 when x is 1. And further simplifying, this will give you tan beta equal to minus beta. So to find beta, you need to solve this nonlinear equation similar to tan x equal to minus x. And you have studied that this is the numerical root finding problem, and you can apply any Newton's method or whatever you want. to solve this problem. And if you plot the graph of tan x and minus x, their intersection points, which are infinitely many, and they all intersecting points are solution. So by solving this problem, you can find beta, and this is unusual problem, and solutions are given by this: c1 sin beta x plus beta cos beta x, writing c2 equal to c1 beta, and beta is given by roots of this equation, tan beta equal to minus beta. And now solve OD for time t dash, and no need to take first two cases for trivial solution, just take third one, lambda equal to minus beta square. So solution is exponential form, and multiply x and t and then sum up by using superposition principle. Final solution is this. And here one thing is important, you are getting both sine and cos, okay, and multiply by e. So this is not a usual Fourier sine or cosine series, but still you can find these coefficients an, as we studied in Sturm-Liouville problem. If you remember, you can compute these coefficients by Fourier formula. So firstly use initial condition t equal to 0, solution is phi of x, okay. So I have missed, so condition is u x0 equal to phi of x, okay. So phi of x will be given by, so phi x equal to an, e will be 1, so sine beta x plus beta cos beta n x. So this is general Fourier formula, inner product of phi with xn and divide with xn with xn. And what is inner product in this space? Integral 0 to n phi x multiply by that another x, x is sine beta plus. So what is inner product? Phi multiply by xn dx, and division 0 to 1 xn with xn. So integral multiply xn with xn, so xn square then dx. So just compute these ans from general Fourier coefficients, and here you are not getting simple Fourier series, and use generalized Fourier series. You can recall this formula from Sturm-Liouville problem for ODs.